Hello everyone, my name is Kyla Allen and we are so excited to be back on the spot in 422. I'll be your host for today's show, but before we get into it, I'd like to introduce my lovely co-hosts.
I'm Amber Monteleone.
I'm Christian Santiago.
I'm Dario Tolentino.
And I'm Ashley Monteleone.
We have a great show for you today, so sit down, get cozy, grab a snack. It's going to be a good time. First and foremost, I feel it's only right to begin with one of the most important entertainment events of the season, this year's Oscars. Some of the major wins included Green Book for Best Picture, Best Original Song going to Lady Gaga, and Best Actor and Actress awarded to Rami Malek and Olivia Colman. This year's awards was also a night of many firsts. First of all, Spike Lee finally won his first Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. Also this year, Yalitza Aparicio became the first Mexican woman to be nominated for Best Actress. Another important milestone was that 2 African-American women won in categories other than acting. In addition, Regina King won for Best Supporting Actress. So did you guys watch the show? What were your thoughts?
I watched this show because I don't have cable at my house, so I had to watch it on a really bad Twitter stream. So I would just watch it from my phone. Or someone recording it on the TV. So I watched it, and I watched it all the way through for the first time in I don't know how many years. And it was just super interesting because there was no host. For me, it flowed so much better.
I agree. I liked it so much better with no host.
That being said, I think disagree with what won Best Movie. Had nothing against the Green Book. It's just I feel like there were stronger movies this year, and I feel like the Green Book just wasn't the strongest choice for me. Yeah. But then again, there were a lot of movies that I personally feel should have been nominated and just didn't. So.
I mean, they doing my boy Spike Lee wrong, man. Cause I looked it up afterwards. I realized, and because the article told me, that Do the Right Thing? It got beat by Driving Miss Daisy, which is the exact same movie as Green Book.
It's pretty much the exact same thing.
It's just flipped over. So
what's crazy is that I didn't even realize Spike Lee never won an Oscar till now.
Exactly.
That's Spike Lee.
Yeah, I was surprised
the same
at
kind
that
of thing
well.
with Leonardo DiCaprio. There's just
so
many
people
that got snubbed for not really a good reason.
I mean, that's why I didn't even like the award show.
I was really proud of Lady Gaga. I thought she really deserved that moment for sure. She was grinding it out all year with that movie.
She really thought she was gonna kiss Bradley Cooper too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, real talk. Yeah.
Are they dating? On the down low.
I saw the interview and she said they're not.
Okay,
dating.
yeah, but that's what everybody.
Okay, and then Bradley Cooper's wife was there or whatever.
That's tea.
And they were all singing together.
If you were Lady Gaga, wouldn't you fall in love with Bradley
Yeah,
Cooper?
I
Bradley
would.
Cooper. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing, but that's
he's a
not correct.
I think it just speaks to the performance. The performance was so strong that people really thought that they were in
look it
love.
up.
I know, that
just
looks like they're a
speaks to
couple.
how beautiful of performers they are.
I feel like they were still portraying their characters though, and maybe they just really wanted to keep those roles alive since they are re-releasing
That's what Lady Gaga said, but that's just her covering
it just seems
I
so
believe he's faithful.
I hear excuses.
I believe he's faithful. I don't know about her.
I just think more than anything, it was so beautiful to see so many different iconic awards being given out.
Yeah.
For me, it was inspiring to see a black woman won. I forget her name, but she won
Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress and for costume design. That's cool to me because I love fashion. So I was like, that's pretty dope. For Black Panther, actually.
It was also really cool.
Yeah, they definitely deserve that.
Yeah. It was also really cool to see a bunch of categories that normally aren't really shown win. The girl who won Best Documentary for Period End of Story. She was so excited, and it was just cool seeing new filmmakers get a chance to have the spotlight.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was really cool.
All in all, it was a great show. They did really well.
Yeah.
No more hoes.
Now we couldn't move on until we mentioned some of the best and worst red carpet looks of the night. While some stars brought the heat as best dressed contenders, others, they dropped the ball. So let's look at some of the most memorable looks in a little game of hot or not. So I'm going to pass out these cards.
Bet.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, so they're all going to be right here on the screen.
Who we got?
Oscar himself, not.
Oh.
Okay, I love that.
Yo, she looked like she's going to a quinceañera.
Yeah.
No, it's cute though.
It's like a
That's
really
not-
cute
Like, cause she's
loofah.
super pale.
Bro,
and
my
it
cousin-
just
I like
kinda
the color.
matches-
I like the color. Yeah, the pastel.
Yeah, for me,
like-
And then
I
her
feel like
hair
for
is
her, it just really worked for her. As
Yeah.
like she's cute. She picked a really good outfit for herself.
All right, but if my prima wearing that next week, like, bro, don't be wearing that to the Oscars. Oh, he looks
Why
smooth.
the hat?
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, yes, but the hat.
Yeah, I don't like that hat.
Or the beanie. But
It just
that's-
I
doesn't
like
like
the hat.
work together.
I like it too. So the hat is actually it's like a meaning. It's a
Mhm.
meaningful thing.
Right.
It's more speaking to like his religion
Yeah,
and like the whole
because-
Black
yeah.
Panther thing. I thought the whole thing was a vibe. Like
Yeah,
when I
it's
was just
Mahershala
seeing him
Ali.
speak,
I
I
like
was
it.
like, wow, he executed that
Oh
vibe
yeah,
very well.
Bay Area's finest, baby.
He looked
And
good
like
in
the
it.
glasses tied it all together well too.
Oh yeah.
I am never a fan of any
No.
kind of latex
Yo.
or plastic. Not a fan.
I
Ever.
agree.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'm not into it. I
She
just
look
don't
like
like. I don't
candy.
like how it's layered at the top either.
I like the
Yeah.
dark red. I just feel like the material itself looks really uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
Like every latex plastic kind of dress.
She's
like-
definitely
always felt
sweating. She's
Like the
definitely
top
sweating
is
under
fruit
there.
roll-ups, and then
top
in
is
the middle is like them pop rocks.
that. Yeah, just dipped in
No.
pop rocks.
Pop
Yeah.
rocks.
She crackling. Yo, she's a new Hunger Games lady. What was she? Oh, never mind.
I love that.
Okay.
I
Oh,
love
No.
that.
This is a very iconic,
Iconic.
moment.
It is iconic.
Because
I don't
I,
like
feel
it.
like this will
I don't
be
like
shown,
it.
like people, more men will be able to wear gowns in the future because of this moment.
You know what's
and I
really
think
funny?
it's really important.
Absolutely.
Me and my girlfriend talk about this all the time of how we're getting really tired of suits being the norm for just like
Yeah.
men
Yeah.
like attire.
Yeah,
like,
do
it's-
something
It's
different.
boring.
Like
It is boring.
It's
Kanye
clothing.
didn't wear a kilt for nothing. That's a fact though.
Yeah, he did that.
Ha!
Who added this?
Okay, well now.
Yo, we got the best producers ever.
Okay,
I still think it's cute. I don't know. I feel like she can wear anything.
like Emma
and she just
Stone
looks
herself
good.
is hot.
Yeah.
But
No, like she could be wearing a plastic bag and like
Yes.
it'd be great.
Yeah,
she-
I'm not.
she does
feeling
look
it.
like
the
an Edgar
waffle
waffle,
is
though.
a pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honeycomb.
I like it.
What is it made out of actually?
Sequins.
Definitely sequins. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's a
I think
no.
the style of the
No,
dress
I
is
like
cool.
it. Captain America.
yeah.
See, it's a classic
I
suit.
like it.
He
It's
looks
hot.
great. I'm tired of the suit though, but it's a classic
I don't know.
suit.
I like the velour.
Yeah, I
I
like
I love the
it.
color.
Yeah.
I like a good blue suit.
Also, he is hot.
He is.
again.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
When it's Captain America,
Yeah.
True.
no one hates Captain America, except for Tony.
Okay, I
That's
like
cute.
this.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Classic.
Yeah, it was
Simple,
really classy.
elegant. Yes.
Mhm.
I like the swoop at the side. She did that. Beautiful.
She did that, bro.
Next one. Yes.
Yo, I
Yes.
love the fact he's
can
wearing
wear
the
anything.
hate, love, do the right thing rings.
Yeah.
Oh my god, iconic.
Bro,
I
he got-
love
And he
it.
said do the right thing at the end of his
Yes,
speech. So
he
like he
did.
really brought it together.
Yeah,
in the
it's
fashion.
very Spike Lee, and I love
It
the
is
color.
very Spike Lee.
I love the
It's-
color.
That's Prince. That's Prince Purple.
It is
That's
Purple
Purple
Yeah.
Rain. That's
It is
Purple Rain.
Purple
Right
Yeah,
Rain.
he brought the meaning
He
with
looks
the
amazing.
outfit.
I guess the only thing I don't like is like the hat.
Yeah.
Because he looks like a really
a
bad
pilot.
cop.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
Like a cop you can outrun in a mall. But other than that,
And
those are
honestly,
great.
I would. He could do without the glasses too. Honestly.
No,
I
but
don't
glasses
mind
are-
the glasses.
Glasses are very much Spike Lee.
Exactly.
Spike Lee without
yeah.
glasses. Be
No, I
weird.
just mean like I think he could have left them like regular, but I guess
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
flows with the purple.
Nah, flows. I like it.
I would have liked the gold to match the rings, but
I don't.
I mean,
know.
listen.
I want like a front view, but
Queen Sarah Paulson.
That's sci-fi.
Wait, my question is this one deciding factor? Are those pockets or no?
Oh, if there's pockets, then
If-
yes.
if it's a pocket,
then it's a
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
don't
For
know.
no
It
pockets,
It looks
no.
like
exactly.
they're pockets.
Because there are pockets, absolutely.
Yeah, if they're pockets,
True,
that's
yeah.
That's
amazing.
the
so
pockets.
maybe.
Yeah.
So it's a
Hot
amazing.
dang.
It's like I
Hot
can't.
right
I
in the
really
middle.
don't like this photo, but I remember seeing it live, and she looked beautiful.
Okay.
She looked
Okay.
so
Yeah?
beautiful.
I
Yeah.
bet.
I don't like that pink though.
Really? I like the
hot.
pink.
I
I don't mind it.
It's a little light.
but it's
It-
hot.
Oh
Another one. I mean,
I
Again,
like it. Like
I
he
love
looks
a
good.
good suit. It's a
yeah.
good suit.
I like that he did a different color other than like black.
Yeah, I like the
guess.
gold. It's like it's
Oscar vibe.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
Oscar.
it's like the
vibe. I appreciate it.
champagne.
yeah.
I appreciate it. Also, the material looks. What is that? Fell or velvet?
Like velvet,
Yeah.
yeah.
Love a good
Yeah.
velvet suit.
I like the ones that button higher though. That's the only thing.
That's
Oh, yeah,
We have
I like the deep.
We have to keep
black.
moving
like
on, you
it.
guys.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. That's the last one.
Yeah, that's the last one.
We could be talking about this
A
for
lot
hours.
of hotties.
Speaking
Lot
of
of
high
hotties, but
designer,
not a lot of
speaking of
naughties.
high designer fashion, Paris Fashion Week just wrapped up. leaving us already excited about fall trends. However, in the midst of the runway excitement, the fashion world was mourning the absence of recently passed designer Karl Lagerfeld, R.I.P. Did anyone?
I didn't know.
I mean, I know he's very iconic for Chanel. He kind of revived Chanel like a while ago at this point, but he like kept the company going.
Yeah.
And they're so iconic now, and I just wonder what will happen after him, because he really like kept modern looks too, and it's like so
Absolutely.
coveted at this point.
And
So,
have any of you ever seen like just the way he does the big Chanel shows?
I
Like
have.
they're
So,
very
so
grand.
I have one of my favorite bands right now is a band called the Chromatics, and they collab a lot with him, and they do a lot of the runway music for Chanel. Mainly the most popular one is a couple years ago. They did a cover of Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and they played live while they're doing the show. So I recognize that it's all really elegant and like almost minimalist, I guess would be the right word. Like
Yes.
maybe for last year, that's why it was like all white and it looked really expansive, and they were walking around this giant statue. And it looked very
He's
interesting.
Very, very influential.
I mean, I don't really know much about him, but it seems like this is almost the equivalent when Versace died.
Yeah.
He also
Yeah.
like he was like he did like cinematography. Like he filmed also when they were doing the runways, and he did photography, and he like drew everything and like made it so grand.
Absolutely. He was
So
a
now-
true artist.
Yeah, now that the world's going more into like social media and very simple designs, I wonder
Yeah.
what will happen with new designers.
Yeah.
So
Another big fashion moment recently was the unveiling of the exhibition Thierry Mugler, Couturissimo, at
job.
Montreal's Museum of the Fine Arts, giving audiences a glimpse into the designer's fearless universe. Kim Kardashian was one of the major attendees, wearing 3 different looks for the event. And while this designer may sound new to some, his pieces have recently picked up in the music world as well. Cardi B, Beyonce, and Solange have all been spotted wearing some of his historic pieces. So, do you remember, Cardi B's look from the
I've
Grammys?
seen this.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was like 1990s Mugler, and I feel like I've been seeing him like pop up more and more
Yeah.
ever since then. I
All
think
of
he's
her-
kind of
yeah.
reviving his
All
like,
of her looks were from him.
yeah.
at the Grammys?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh
Every
wow!
night, like every
Cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel like he's
Even the
kind of
performance?
coming back from the 90s.
Cheetah.
He's coming into a new era and kind of
Yeah.
like revamping himself. And
Yeah,
I love what he's
I
doing.
never heard his name, but like
That's
she just said the Cardi, like he did all the dresses for Cardi B for at the Grammys, and like those were some iconic looks for Cardi. Especially
Yeah.
this photo right here.
The
Like
swan
this was
thing.
Yeah,
the
that
swan,
was,
yeah.
like,
This was
It was very
felt like
Ursula
Venus.
almost themed. Yeah,
Yeah,
Venus.
it was like the birth of Venus.
Whoa.
yes, and
Oh
Solange
my
was
God,
wearing some of his
Solange.
she was
Yeah.
wearing some of his looks as well, and some of her recent photo shoots she was wearing it as well. I really like how he is just reviving himself, because
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of him until I started seeing him doing all these looks, and he had released revival pieces first, and now he's doing some
They're
new
all
stuff.
like really iconic looks too.
Absolutely.
That one that Kim just wore, it was like it covered her nipples, but like
yeah,
this
that
much.
black.
I
you
love
guys
that,
all know
though.
that,
I
that
have
black
not
one.
seen that.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was iconic.
There's so many.
Sounds
Yeah.
hilarious.
Well, guys, though I am a big fan of high fashion, I want to talk about some of the more wearable street style trends of the spring season. So we brought in our good friend, model Mike, to come show us some of his spring style
Mike.
trends.
Do it. That's it.
So what do we think?
It's
Yo.
really funny because like we're wearing very similar outfits. I like how pastels are coming in back in.
Absolutely.
I'm the type of person who wears pastels year round. It's just like I just love the aesthetic of it. So it's really cool that's being picked up by more mainstream people, especially after like, you know, Tyler Creator and like
Yeah.
I love Tyler.
yeah, yeah. Well,
So
like it's cool how like that kind of like this era of music, like the whole Brockhampton,
Yeah.
Billie Eilish scene,
Yeah.
is all picking up almost like where the '90s left off.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
all I'm about to
And
say.
then the
like
khakis are a classic too for the
the
spring
nostalgia,
as well.
like, is real. Like,
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
very '90s, and I don't know why everybody's obsessed with the '90s for whatever
I think
reason.
you know what
It's
it is?
But,
coming
like,
back.
It is coming
Yo,
back,
it's
and,
coming
and I
back.
think it's because we were like our age demographic, the 20 to 24, 25. We were right after the 90s, like left
Yeah.
off.
Facts.
You know, so we
Uh-huh.
have siblings who like actually like love the 90s. It was right before the internet, so like
Exactly.
it's something about that time era that like everybody misses.
We were like right at that in between the new millennium, which was
Yeah.
like a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I feel like our whole generation has just this weird like, because we can nostalgia to the
Mm-hmm.
90s, but we can also nostalgia to the early 2000s because that was equally
Yeah.
our time period.
What I also
so-
find interesting though is that I feel like it's like a mix of that and skate culture too. Because like skate
Yeah.
culture has come
Yeah.
like so
True.
much in the past 5 years
Like-
with like the rise of Supreme and like
Oh,
everything
yeah.
like that.
Especially
Yeah.
like that outfit, like Urban Outfitters would definitely like every piece of that.
Well, yeah.
Very pastel right now.
All right, so let's take a look at the next look.
Ooh, what are we looking at? Ooh.
So we have the graphic tee. I love
What up,
graphic
Bart
tees.
Simpson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're just talking about nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like the Simpsons have been around forever, and like that's a beautiful like look back at that. Graphic tees are perfect for the spring.
And the skate
I love
shoes,
I
like we just said.
love
Yeah.
the color scheme. I just love a good match of like dark colors with like a match of pastels. Love it. Like especially that color blue.
Yeah, the blues, the pink is really
That's
big
the
in
pink
spring.
that I like.
That's
I
the
don't like
millennial
the
pink.
hot tops.
Millennial pink, as they
Yeah.
call it.
Really?
That's
That's
pastel.
not,
That's what it's
not
called?
like pastel, like cotton candy?
Well, it's like that's just like the nickname they gave it because like
Interesting.
millennials.
Because
like
that's
to
what we
wear it,
like.
but-
I mean, I like it. I think it's dope.
Yeah.
And with the
Yeah.
spring coming
Very
in,
skater.
I mean, my favorite spring color is that lavender purple, like really that like light
Okay.
purple.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite spring color of all time.
I'm
That's
liking
cool.
it. I love the looks.
All right, speaking of these fashion moments, Horaya's annual Black and White Ball is coming up this weekend. I was able to sit down with the planner of the event, my good friend Deontay Williams, so let's check that out. I'm here with,
Deontay Williams.
and we are here to chat about the upcoming Black and White Ball, which is this weekend, March 2nd. So Deontay, you were in attendance last year, and this is your first year planning the event. So normally the attire is black and white formal. What inspired you to change it to Harlem Renaissance theme and allow all colors into the event?
Well, last year I had the pleasure of watching Brittany Sloden playing the Black and White Ball, along as well as other people a part of Horaya, really plan and work with it. And so I'm just very blessed and really fortunate to be able to plan it and have the baton passed to me to be able to do so, and just really being able to be a part of celebrating Black excellence and Black culture. So I'm just really happy and thankful for that. Usually, like you said, it's black and white formal and black and white attire. I am just crazy. I'm eccentric and I'm a colorful person. So I usually am the person to show up to an event in red or, something bright and bold. So when planning black and white, I knew that I wanted to bring color and bring life to the event. So with picking the Harlem Renaissance, that was such a, a lively time period of just color, explosion of just, thought and just free form thinking and just, expression. So it was so easy and natural and organic to be able to, merge, being able to open up the doors to wear colors, also with the theme to, pay, tribute to the leaders of that time period. They kind of shaped the way and paved the way, and kind of have that to be a metaphor of how today we are in our own Renaissance.
Absolutely, and I fully agree about being in our own Renaissance today. So a lot of people know about the fashion aspect and popping out and looking good, know, but I feel as though not many people know about the actual ceremony portion of the event. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the awards that are given out and what it's really meant to be for?
Well, Black and White Ball is to celebrate the ending of Black History Month, and I know St. John's, there's a planning committee where a lot of orgs come together and we kind of map out for the whole month, events and different programs and different things that are going to happen, and Black and White Ball is the ending ceremony to celebrate that. Different awards that, people are recognized for, Outstanding Student Leader, an Outstanding Org, for just their contributions of, really bringing things to the community and just kind of what they're doing in the world in general. So, the glitz and the glam, that is, a part of it, but the true heart and the true core to it is really honoring and really being able to celebrate and uplift everyone. And usually there is a scholarship portion of it. However, this year we're going to do something different with that and have that down later on of it. But it will still, definitely be noted and definitely be recognized as well. But overall, it's usually to award faculty, student leaders, and organizations for their contributions.
Awesome. So we're both seniors this year.
Yes, oh my God.
And I think it's pretty cool that we get to do so much on this campus. So how has planning this event led you into, what do you think this is going to do to help you in future endeavors and in building your career? Because you're a PR major, I believe, correct?
Yes. Well, darling, I'm like, being and planning and working with organizations, like no matter what, whether it's Haraya, Red House, anything, I feel like all of it is a tool to be able to show you and like to assess how you'll be in the workplace, depending on the avenue and the field. But like, for example, PR, like a lot of event planning and a lot of, management goes into it. So like, although this is a campus, event, on my resume and as for my experience, I can say, hey, I planned a dinner working with the X amount of budget, and I could just say like, I've handled different things with that. So how it can relate to like my field as far as PR, like no matter what, like I can at least I had that experience of being able to like manage a dinner, manage an event, or work on a social media campaign, or just different things. So I feel like no matter what, take what you can from working in an org, because it's so easy to like transfer that to an actual career, or actual resume, or actual tour. Or I can't even think of the word, but something that you could use on the job force. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us. So the Black and White Ball will be this Saturday. Tickets are almost sold out. I'm really excited to be a part of the event as a photographer this year.
Darling, yes, we love WRED-TV.
Yes, so shout out to Haraya, and this is Kyla Allen with WRED-TV, sending it back to the studio. Thanks, Kyla. That was awesome. Moving on from fashion, I want to discuss some of the major events happening in our local New York City area. First of all, have you guys heard about the LIRR train derailment that happened the other day?
No.
Yeah,
There was a car that was on the tracks and the train derailed and like three people died. Yeah, R.I.P. But
It's really sad too, because like the amount of money people pay all the time to ride that to work and like really rely on that, and then something tragic like that happens.
I just feel like the MTA, it's just always something.
Yeah.
It is always something.
I mean,
you know?
don't put that on all the MTA. Like
Well,
there was
I mean,
already.
it kind of is.
Real quick.
Garbage public
First off, first off, that's in Long Island. That's why I ain't hear about it. That's all that, all right. Second, number 2, they was already gonna get rid of that train tracks like in like a month. They were just a month
but that
late.
doesn't mean
I'm
that's
saying they knew it too, and so they was gonna get rid of it eventually.
Yeah, they knew what they were getting into.
getting
They
to
told
it.
the person to drive their car onto the track so they could get
like, no.
I'm saying they was gonna get rid of it either way. It's just unfortunately, tragedy happened before, but they saw it coming. They were just late.
We gotta blame
So-
the MTA on this one.
Yeah.
They
I
did so
always
many
blame
things.
the MTA.
Now they're making
This should be
Ubers more
better.
expensive. Blame the MTA.
They raising the prices again.
All right. Well,
Again?
what do you
I changed
guys
my mind.
think about New York City changing their classic emergency siren sound to the European sound? So wait, let's listen to the original sound first.
I don't want to.
Get PTSD.
When's it coming?
But they're gonna change it to the European sound. So let's listen to that one.
I also hate this.
Why?
See, I think it's a good
like,
idea because it's way more calm. Okay, have you guys ever been to Europe?
Hold on,
Yeah.
if the
Like,
police
Sirens come,
hold
the
on.
cops.
So much
Exactly.
more because it's like it's coming, but it's not like crazy and like scary. Like
If I
like
hear
you
the
just
cops,
said,
I'm
like you hear
different.
that siren sound and it like freaks you out.
Well,
and
the
it
reason
causes
why
so
you're so
much
scared is
noise.
because like you've been hearing that sound forever. There's gonna be like in like 10 years when kids grow up and hear like the European sound, they're gonna be just as freaked out as we are when they hear the classic sound.
I'm not gonna be scared of the police if they come out with that. They come out with that European, I'm be like, bro, I'm taking you to jail. Like,
It
I'm
does
not getting in that car.
It's the same pitch. Like when it's near you, that European, because I've been in Europe, it's as loud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
But that one is just so much more like sharp
Yeah.
and shrill. And like, oh my
that
gosh.
tells me get out the way.
Yeah.
B word.
out.
I guess if you're gonna hear it no matter what, it doesn't matter because it's awful either way.
Have you guys
Yeah.
heard the other like New York's like siren sound? Maybe I've only heard it, but like cops go around my house a lot, and it's like a shrill like.
The one where they want you to like move your car.
Yeah, that one. Are they gonna change that too, or no?
I don't think so. I think just like
I
the
feel like
big
that's
siren.
just like a
Because
quick.
it
that one
causes
freaks
so much
me out.
sound
Yeah.
pollution
Because it's just
too.
a bunch
Like
of random synth sounds like blaring in my ear. I don't appreciate it.
another story I've been keeping up is Jumaane Williams winning the special election. So did you guys hear about that one?
Not.
yeah.
So basically, the guy he's like elected to be like the right hand to the mayor.
Yeah.
But he's the first African American who was elected to that, and he's very big on
Right.
just like helping, helping people, public housing, like really good for like the lower income communities.
Well, I heard he had
which
an
I think is
activist
important.
background.
Yeah, me too.
So,
And people were trying to get on him for like being arrested because he was involved in like some sort of activist event, like
Oh, so is Bernie Sanders,
a
whatever.
long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Whatever.
I just think it's cool because I feel like that's something that New York City needs.
Yeah.
Always. It's like someone to root for the underdog.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can't get rid of the mayor,
Well, I mean, usually the person who's in this position is next up for the mayor. So
Yeah.
this could be an
Change
even
happens.
this could be an
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
bigger
Change wanna
thing
be.
at play.
yeah, and I think there's going to be like another election for the primary, so he only is in for a year. So like, if he sucks, he's for a
he needs
year.
a nickname.
But if he's good, then like he could get reelected, and that could be really
He
cool.
needs a
'Cause
nickname. You
yeah,
have to
he
market
does
him
seem
well.
good.
And
like AOC.
Yo, like AOC, like her name I can say it because I'm Latino, but nobody else can, you know?
Facts.
So like with him, we were struggling before we started recording how to pronounce this man's name. All right, that's like everybody's gonna
You're
have
saying
that.
he needs to come up with a
Don't
cool
you
nickname
like
now
that.
that he's
He
in
needs like
office.
a nickname
I kinda
like
feel that.
Junie.
I kinda
or,
feel
like-
that.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
like nobody.
Memes are the future.
Word.
All right, well, powerful women aren't just making moves in politics, like AOC
Okay.
you were just saying, but in music as well.
Yes.
Ariana Grande is taking initiative to promote safety and asking her attendees of her Sweetener tour to bring small see-through bags to her shows. I think this is a beautiful thing.
I'm glad you brought this up too, because I'm going to see her in
Same.
June, so I didn't know that, and I was going to be my backpack. So now I got to buy a clear bag.
I'm going to see her at the end of this month, so
Really?
I have to
Oh,
get
that's very
one of the
exciting.
bags.
Wait.
I think for her it's a really smart thing to do because I think a lot of people know
My,
she
my
has
question
anxiety.
is, I feel like asking her fans to bring the plastic bag, there's going to be a lot of people who just won't remember that, and I feel like I've been to shows where they've given out plastic bags. Like,
Wait, but what's the purpose?
Well, she
Oh, so you can see through
Well,
it.
she's
for
sending
security
emails. She's sending
reasons.
emails to
Yeah,
anyone who
gun
purchased
safety.
a ticket. So like the people who have a ticket to her show, like will get an email in advance. To
Okay,
know.
cool.
But I think it might possibly change the way a lot of concerts are done
Yeah.
as well. Like this could really be an influential moment.
I mean, the way Christian said, it's probably best to give them out at the moment.
Yeah, I feel
because
like it is
Now
best.
you're telling people, hey, you just bought my ticket. Now go buy this clear
Exactly.
plastic
She's selling
bag
them for
me, you know?
they're $8 on her site. They're not like crazy expensive.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But think about the bigger picture. I
like
mean,
when you go
there
in,
was
like
literally a
$8
shoot.
for a bag, and then you could check your other bag at baggage check or something. You know what I mean?
Because you can use it for future shows too, I guess.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
It'll probably be like more modern in the
A
future.
plastic bag with sweetener. Tell me that's not going to resell for $100 on eBay for hypebeast.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're $8 right now. Like I wouldn't think
saying.
that's a crazy
Yeah.
purchase, but.
See-through like bags are a trend right now too. I've seen like pink ones and stuff.
yeah.
Another strong female in the music world, Solange has just dropped her brand new album with the visuals to match. Have any of you listened to it yet?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
It's
No.
so
Yeah,
good.
It's good.
I think it's
so-
beautiful. It's
Yeah.
so like jazzy, but it has a futuristic
It's
vibe
very
kind of
very
thing.
neo soul with a lot of like hip hop trap influence. I find it very
Okay.
interesting that she pulled from a lot of different people to be on this album,
Yeah.
like Gucci Mane and like
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi. But then also you have like Tyler the Creator producing a couple tracks, or this jazz group from like Brooklyn producing a couple tracks,
Oh,
or
word.
Metro Boomin's on this album,
All right.
which is amazing.
Now you're getting
Yeah,
wild.
she
Yeah.
put on for the culture.
Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah, I saw a tweet last night that was like, her releasing it at midnight is the perfect segue from Black History Month
To Women's
Month.
History. Yeah,
Women's History Month.
beautiful.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it really is. She's,
Genius.
I think they did thinking too hard. But
I mean, yeah,
That's cool. That's
maybe
cool.
they are.
I
but
don't
at the
think
same
so, because I think
time-
she's a really deep person. I feel
Yeah.
like she probably did do that. I mean, the fact that the whole album and everything was done at once,
Yeah.
she chose that night
So
specifically.
you're the only one who's listened to it so far, right?
I liked it
Okay.
a lot.
Have you listened to her last album?
Yes.
Do you think this is better? I know it's too early to say,
I
but
only listened to it through it once because I worked earlier. So like, it's so
It's very
hard.
good.
I mean, I
though.
listened to it. I think I need to see, like, I haven't
Yeah,
had
with
time
the
to look through
visuals.
the visuals,
Yeah.
so.
yeah,
but
not
we
to
can
marinate, but
definitely-
it's very
And
very
it's a
solid.
deep album, so
Absolutely.
I just like I need to listen to it again.
Yeah, for
fully,
sure,
like,
for
You
sure,
know
for
who
sure.
else dropped a song last night? The Jonas Brothers. Are we all excited for this comeback? 'Cause
Yes, I am.
Oh my
so
God.
Yes,
excited.
I
Did you
am.
see the video of them and they were just like, and now
With
they're
their
together?
wives
I
just
haven't seen the video
stunting.
yet.
Oh, it's so
I didn't see
great.
the video yet, but I heard the song and I love it.
Really?
Like, I think
okay,
it's good.
my thing about the song is like it's a cool pop song, and I feel like if it came out around the same era of when they're popular, like if I was in middle school and this came out, I'd probably be jamming to this.
Yeah.
You know
But I
what
think
mean?
that's why it was a good like comeback song because it has the same vibes from when they were
Yeah.
younger, you know.
Okay.
So who knows? Like maybe this isn't the exact direction they're going in again, but it was a good like
Yeah.
we're back kind of song.
It's kind of cool that they're finally at the age where like, you know what? Let's just do another album.
Yeah.
Like, screw it. Let's just have
Exactly.
fun.
They're
you know?
older now though. They're no longer kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
That's-
that's what makes it
Especially
cooler.
Especially because after
Yeah.
like Joe and Nick went off to have amazing solo careers,
Yeah,
and the fact that
they
they're just
both
gonna
did
come
really
back
well.
and make something like really cool.
I'm saying I want to
Mm-hmm.
see Jonas Brothers grown up. You know what I'm saying?
Like
That'd
an
be-
adult boy band.
Yeah. that'd
Jersey
be so
Legends,
cool.
everyone. They are from New Jersey. Just have
Are
to
they?
state that for the
Yes.
record.
Camp Rock. Are we getting another Camp Rock? Is that what
They
we're
said-
I doubt it.
Okay, no,
I don't think we're doing all of
they've
that.
they've said multiple times they want to do an R-rated
Chris,
Camp Rock.
There's no
I don't
way.
think Disney will sign off on
No,
that.
no, but they just buy the
think
rights to
so.
Camp Rock and just do it with Demi because Demi would be down too.
Yeah.
They just have fun
I don't
with
think
it.
Disney wants to be anywhere near that though. Let's
I
be
would
real.
be so down.
They
for
make
that.
money, so maybe.
Imagine if it was like A Star Is Born, but it's Camp Rock.
One more. Speaking of Star is Born, one more thing I'm looking
Segue,
forward
baby.
to
Yeah.
is the re-release of the movie, which is actually going to have 12 more minutes of footage. I heard it's going to be more Lady Gaga music. What do we feel
Why?
about that? I didn't see it the first time, so
Why?
I'm all for it. I'm ready.
I'm excited to see what they do. Apparently, it's just extra stuff at the end and more Lady Gaga, but it's a very solid movie. And Lady Gaga did do a very good job, especially for
Yeah.
her first like major motion
is
picture.
it
Wait,
just-
who else saw it? Who saw it
I
the
didn't
first
see it
time?
yet.
You haven't seen it?
I need to though.
This would be a good
Yeah, I
time to
didn't
see
see
it. This
that
would be a good
either.
time to see it.
This
I don't know
is-
if it will ruin the experience of like seeing like the original version to this, the same way like seeing the extended like Titanic for the first time would ruin
Yeah.
seeing the Titanic every other time, but it's a very solid movie.
It's re-released in theaters.
Yeah, book only.
I absolutely need to go see it. When
Yeah.
it comes
I
out.
mean, this
for
is
a
why
while,
they're
though.
out here looking like a couple
I
to get
know.
people to go see them be a
True.
couple.
Oh
That's
my
good
God!
promotion.
Imagine if
Good
it's just for the
idea.
promotion.
It definitely
Wow.
is. Like,
If there's
come
one
on.
thing we can take away from the show, memes are the future of marketing.
That's
Let that be
fair.
known.
And pretending you're in a relationship.
Yeah,
That's always
I
the
mean,
thing.
always
That's always been a thing,
So
though.
drama. We
Always.
live
Remember when
for
Aaron
drama.
Carter dated Hillary Duff?
Oh my God.
Remember
All right, guys. So wait,
my
who
God.
else? Who else are we expecting? Who else are we excited for music-wise this year?
J. Cole.
This
is
J.
year.
Cole?
J.
J. Cole
Revenge of
decided
the Dreamers
this year.
3, I'm
Yeah?
very excited
Revenge
for.
of the Dreamers. I'm down. for
Whatever Tyler Creator drops next, I'm very excited.
Oh, man.
I'm excited to see
Wait.
whatever Brockhampton does next.
Is
Yes.
Post
Love
coming out with a new
Brockhampton.
album or
Oh, who?
Post?
Post Malone?
Yeah.
Ooh, I would be
Ooh.
off.
Also,
for it.
Anderson
think so.
Paak
I
just
haven't
announced a
heard
new album
that,
today.
but I would
so-
be all for
Word.
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
he's going on tour. He's going on tour with Thunder Cannon.
I know he's going on tour, but he's gonna do an album
A
while
whole new
going on
album's
tour.
coming out. Yeah, it's called
What?
Ventura. That's officially
Oh my
coming
Who
out.
is?
God.
Anderson Paak.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
dropping
there
a
for
new album.
that.
So there's gonna be a lot of good music this
Yeah,
year.
I'm
is what
very
I'm
excited.
hearing. Yeah.
In the picture of Drake, isn't he like didn't he get a residency in Vegas now?
He
Like
did.
he
Did
just
he?
did. I think so. Yeah, so
Good for him, but I'm
go
also
see Drake
like,
in Vegas.
whatever.
Still like Britney Spears.
I
Like
mean,
I would rather
Oh,
see
yeah,
Britney.
Britney.
yeah. If I was going to Vegas,
I was
I'd
in
go see
Vegas.
Britney.
Hot take. I want Drake to retire to 5 years to go do an acting job.
I would be all for that. He
Yeah.
started in acting. It's only right that he
Bring
finished
back
it.
I'm too
Yeah.
Drake and
oversaturated with Drake.
Degrassi.
Yeah,
No,
I
honestly,
mean,
bring
we
back
could be back.
Degrassi.
I need to miss Drake.
Soundtrack
Which
by the
song was
Jonas
it that he did
Brothers.
the music video and it was like a Degrassi reunion?
I'm
Which
Upset?
song was- I'm upset.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
know
was
what?
so cool.
I'm not. Let's not like forget the fact that he only dropped that so people can forget that he forgot about his kid. I'm not forgetting
All
that.
right, let's not bring his kid into it. You know.
Yo,
Pusha T body Drake. I'm not letting anyone forget
they
that.
should have given him like an honorary Grammy for that.
All right, guys.
would've been
That
dope.
is all the time we have left for today. I had a great time talking with you all. Once again, thank you to all my amazing co-hosts for joining me here on the spot. If you would like to keep up with our other content, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at WRED-TV. Be sure to also check out our website and find out how you can be a part of our productions. See you next time.
Bye.
Woo!